Hi, my name is Teeny, and I wanted to share some tips on traveling with two toddlers, especially for long-haul flights. Okay, my husband and I brought two of our girls, Lauren, who was then 2.5 years old, and Sophia, who had just turned 1, on our 18-hour flight from Singapore to the States to visit their grandparents. This is actually a follow-up video from our first video, How to Travel with a Baby, when we brought Lauren to the States when she was only 8 months old. Compared to traveling with a baby, the challenges we faced with two toddlers were both girls had loads of energy, they were more aware, and they loved walking and exploring. So with them being confined on a plane for 18 hours, we feared it was going to be painful for everyone. For pre-flight preparation, the first tip, draw up a feeding and sleeping schedule for your trip. From what time you have to leave the house, to the time you reach the airport, to the time you board the plane, till the time you reach your final destination, filling in the estimated times when your toddlers will get hungry and sleepy. I created an Excel sheet for both Lauren and Sophia's daily nap, feeding, and sleeping routine, and then plotted a schedule for us to follow from departure to arrival at my in-laws' house. It also factored in things like customs, luggage claim, waiting for airport pickup, and the entire commute. We used the schedule to gauge feeding, nap, and bedtime. This also helped us plan for how much snacks, milk, and food we're going to need for the entire flight and commute. Make a packing list of things you'll need on the flight. Some things that came in especially handy for us were plastic bags for trash, a change of clothes for each toddler for any type of accidents, and extra bibs as Sophia was a drool machine at that time. Make sure you bring on an entertainment case. Okay, what we did was wrap a bunch of presents, which we gave out to the girls every few hours or whenever they started to get restless. These presents were made up of their old books and toys and some new ones as well. Unwrapping them creates that added mystery and excitement. Now, even though it seemed like a good idea to have the iPad with kids shows and games loaded on, it actually was an inconvenience for us. Every time going through security, it had to be pulled out, and the weight does add up as part of your carry-on. In-flight entertainment on most flights have a kids channel or many kids channels, so depending, you might want to leave your iPad at home. Prior to your trip, prepare your toddlers for what to expect on board the plane. About 3 weeks before our trip, we started telling Lauren and Sophia what the plane ride was going to be like, how they'd eat on the plane, sleep on the plane, play on the plane, go potty on the plane, etc. This really prepared them for what to expect and helped make the unfamiliar surroundings much more comfortable. Now, as for booking and seating arrangements, I'm not sure what the situation is like for other airlines and other aircrafts, but we flew on Singapore Airlines on a Boeing 777 and booked very early to make sure we had a bassinet for Sophia, and purchased a lap seat ticket for her, which is only a percentage of the normal fare, and it's applicable for any child under 24 months. The idea is to have the child buckled on the lap of an adult with a special seat belt that attaches to the normal seat belt. Okay, our thinking was that Sophia would have the option to sit on either of our laps or with her sister Lauren and then get to sleep in her bassinet. So the bulkhead row of Boeing 777 has 3 seats to 2 bassinets. Okay, each bassinet needs an accompanying adult, so we couldn't have the whole family sit on the same row. Thus, we booked this seating arrangement. Sophia was in the bassinet, right? And Lauren and Mommy and Sophia was in front. And Daddy sat behind Mommy alone. Oh my goodness. Big mistake. A lot of times I found myself having to manage both girls alone or Daddy having to come to the front to help out, standing up. Now, what we should have done is to have Lauren sit next to Daddy at the back while Mommy takes care of Sophia in front. 1 toddler to 1 adult. Oh yeah, one more. If you can, I highly recommend booking the Special Assistance Service. We had a mini drama during our transit in Korea where we almost didn't make our connecting flight. To cut a long story short, managing 2 kids and all the carry-on stuff was a real pain, and SQ didn't really live up to their reputation of quality service, I must say. So we wrote a feedback letter to Singapore Airlines, and on the leg back to Singapore, they arranged special assistance for us, which is oh my goodness, an amazing service. Okay, where we transited in Hong Kong this time, there was a team of service staff waiting for us and some other elderly passengers. They had all our names on the board, and they directed us to things like the nearest toilets, the nearest baby room, and they even kept time for us. They even carried all our bags all the way to the gate and allowed us to use the express crew-only immigration and security line, all the while escorting us, making sure we boarded the plane first. So please request for this special assistance service if you can. It's amazing. So those are my tips on pre-flight preparation. Click on the link for part 2 of this video for more tips during actual flight time. And please like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching.
Monkey see, monkey like, monkey do. BananaManaTV.